With all the growth seen throughout the years here in southern Nevada, Boulder City has retained its charm. The city that built the Hoover Dam is proud of its roots with plenty of history to see. 13 Action News' Jordan Gartner shows you what makes Boulder City one of the most interesting cities in Nevada.
Boulder City is less than 30 miles from Las Vegas, but the charming town feels like a world away. The small-town Big Adventure City is home to a lot of Nevada history, several unique shops, experiences, and eateries.
And what they appreciated most was the authenticity of this town. It doesn't put on any airs, it's authentically what it is, and people get to see history embodied in an authentic destination.
Roger Schaff is with the Boulder City Historical Association and says that the city that built Hoover Dam has simply been true to its roots.
And what makes it unique actually is its history. It's one of the few places that relate to a singular event and as the sort of springboard for its history, and that was the construction of Hoover Dam. So many of the workers brought their families. So while they were here, they created churches and schools and businesses and all that sort of thing because, well, during the Depression, there really wasn't anywhere else to go. So whenever the construction was finished and the construction companies moved out, the people and their families decided to stay here. That root that makes it sort of a family town. They never allowed gambling into the town.
Boulder City was established in 1931 to house builders of the Hoover Dam. And several of those structures are still standing today, including the colonial-style Boulder Dam Hotel that is located in the heart of downtown. The historic building works as a hotel with a restaurant and is home to the Boulder City Hoover Dam Museum.
You'll find the history of the men and women who built Hoover Dam. Boulder City didn't exist prior to the building of the dam. It was built in order to house the workers that constructed the dam. So we tell the story mostly of those workers. What we did was we looked at the parts of the story they told at Hoover Dam, which is mostly about the engineering and the technology and things like that, and then we supplement it with the story of the people that built it.
The museum features interactive exhibits and authentic artifacts that illustrate the building of the then Boulder Dam.
We have oral histories of people that lived here at the time. You can listen to those. There's ways to get a blast of the desert heat that they had to endure when they lived down by the river. There's a crane to operate to bring it over and pretend like they're pouring concrete. In order to get in Boulder City, you had to have a pass and it had to be stamped. Well, we've replicated that here, and there's 3 places to get stamps throughout the museum.
And just before the museum, you'll see the Boulder City Art Guild Gallery. The gallery shares only local works of art from Nevadans, where visitors can find a little bit of everything.
People displaying are members of the Boulder City Art Guild, and they sort of pay for a space here. So people come in and they'll see everything from postcards, pottery, glass, wood, oils, photographs, watercolors, acrylics, you name it. We have every kind of art there is.
Regina Marvin leads the Boulder City Art Guild and says she has called the city home for about a decade and loves the community feel.
We heard about Boulder City when we were on vacation, and we went to Las Vegas, and we came out here, of course, and toured the dam, and we love the place. It's about the same size of the city that we lived in before we retired, and we've been here since we bought a house in 2011. So it's a very nice community, very low-key, and you almost don't have to lock your door. It's just a wonderful community.
Outside the Boulder Dam Hotel, you'll spot more antique stores along Nevada Way, the main drive through the historic Old Town, along with an array of cute cafes, restaurants, and even a brewery. Perhaps one of the more recognizable eateries in the area is the Coffee Cup Cafe. The walls are lined with surfboards and photos inside the restaurant that offers breakfast and lunch items. Guy Fieri even included the cafe in his earlier days on his famous Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives TV show on the Food Network. Just about a block away, you'll find the Boulder Dam Brewing Company. It's a brew pub with an American cafe menu, an outdoor space, and of course a list of hometown brews. The outskirts of town continue the city's historical roots with the Veterans Memorial Park and the Nevada State Railroad Museum. Guests can ride historic trains along old-school rail routes, while even walking through a museum. And a trip to Boulder City wouldn't be complete without a drive to Lake Mead National Recreation Center, and of course to Hoover Dam. The two are just about a 15-minute drive on US 93, and while on the way, make sure to stop at Hemingway Park to enjoy a view of Nevada's desert bighorn sheep. Boulder City has something for everyone and is a visit all Nevadans should make. Reporting, Jordan Gartner, 13 Action News.